like video segment kind of thing, just detailing whatever happened in this week in hip hop. Strictly like plain like that, plain Jane. So what I'll be doing is just going through the highlights of whatever happened Monday through Friday, or Monday to Monday really, because I'm gonna try to do this every Monday. So, but yeah, so this is just that. Let me turn on that music. What about now? We good? Oh crap. Yeah, we good? Yeah, we good. All right, cool. I'll do it this way. I think my what's the name? The mic was covered up. Yeah. All right, but yeah. So this week in hip hop is basically just a video segment thing. We're gonna do every week, just detailing this week in hip hop. Gotta close that door. So started off, Drake and Future covered GQ's most stylish men of 2016. That cover just dropped today. Fun fact about that: both of those. There's plenty more covers they dropped, but those are two main people focused in hip hop that covered GQ. Secondly, DJ Khaled signed to Epic Records this past week. He's affiliated with the best. He has We the Best Records. That's his own independent label. But he signed to Epic Records in a joint venture this past week. I don't think Ace Hood is on that label anymore. But yeah, so he signed to Epic Records this whole week. This past week, like early Monday, Tuesday. So that's a big move for him. He recently just signed a management deal with Rock Nation with Jay-Z. He's been going on Snapchat like, oh, Jay-Z's my manager, this and that. So yeah, he's continuing with Snapchat antics, but he is on Epic Records as a part of that roster. He linked a deal with them, and he has an album coming out probably this summer called Major Key. So as far as Coachella started this past weekend. It was the first weekend of, I think, 3 or 4 weekends. Yeah, Coachella started this past weekend. Ray Sherman performed, A$AP Rocky, Kanye West, a bunch of other hip-hop names, notably. But those are the notable ones as far as hip-hop goes. But yeah, Snapchat has a whole feature with them showing the behind the scenes of Coachella and everything. A lot of notable people were there. Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert is a rapper out of Philadelphia. I don't know if you heard of him. He dropped a mixtape earlier this week called Lil Uzi Vert versus the World. Coming off of his last successful mixtape, Love Is Rage. So he's unsigned. He signed to DJ Drama, but he's kind of unsigned as far as like major label goes. So he dropped that tape this week. Ray Shrimmer dropped Shrim Life 2. And they dropped their Shrim Life 2 tracklist, excuse me. And then they also dropped Look Alive as their new single. It was kind of whack at first. I looked at it and I was just like, what is this? So, but as it's grown me the last couple of days, and I like the single. But yeah, they dropped the track list earlier this week, so that album's expected in June. The Life of Pablo, Kanye West album, it debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts. So after its first official week in like commercial retail. So it was dropped on Apple Music, Spotify, a bunch of other sites. And they actually have a lawsuit. Fun fact, if you didn't know, there's a lawsuit going on. Somebody filed a lawsuit on him and Tidal because of something about where Kanye West had stated that his album was only going to get released on Tidal, which I knew was a lie, but everybody else kind of took offense to that. And he's getting sued by that person and like 2 million others because he said it was going to be exclusively released on Tidal, and they paid that $9.99 per month, and he released it on Apple Music and everywhere else. So he probably will get sued and get fined for that, and it might cause some changes with digital music streaming. Future was on Jimmy Kimmel Live. I don't know if you know what Jimmy Kimmel Live is. Jimmy Kimmel Live is a live late night television show, and he performed his single "Wicked." "Wicked" was off of the Purple Rain mixtape that was hosted by DJ Esco and produced by Metro Boomin. Yeah, he was on Jimmy Kimmel Live. What else we got? A$AP Ferg. A$AP Ferg is getting ready to release a new album Yeah, just making sure. Yeah, ASAP Ferg is getting ready to release a new album in the coming months. It is called Always Strive and Prosper. It's taken after that whole ASAP mob mentality, and he recently released a single with Missy Elliott. I don't like ASAP Ferg that much. I don't know. I guess it's just me. Like all my friends like him, but I don't really like ASAP Ferg that much. But he's all right. I like New Level, and he released a single called Let It Bang. That was pretty dope. But yeah, he released a song with Missy Elliott. I heard it. It's pretty straight. Skepta is a London artist. He's done some collaborations with Drake, but yeah, he's like a London artist that's gotten pretty big over here in the U.S. And he recently, like earlier this past week, announced a new album called Konnichiwa. I'm still trying to figure out the meaning why he, being not Chinese or Japanese or whatever Konnichiwa stands for, is releasing an album called Konnichiwa, and he's from London. But yeah, he's releasing an album called Konnichiwa. It's probably gonna be released over the summer, but he announced that earlier this week, and I like it. I like Missy Elliott's WTF. I like it. Like I work in retail, so I've heard the song come on in the store. It's like kind of hard to understand. Like the hook is just like, what is she saying? But I like it. I'm ready for just like old Missy Elliott. I want her and Sierra to collab, and her and Timbaland to collab again. And not Timbaland. Is it Timbaland? It's Timbaland is one other producer that she usually messed with. I'm waiting for them to collab again. But yeah, I like it. Yeah, I definitely like it. Have you okay, so G-Eazy and Logic. I don't know if you're fans of those two artists, but they're going on tour this summer. It's called the Endless Summer Tour. They're going on tour with YG and Yo Gotti. So YG's gearing back up. He just recently squashed a beef with DJ Mustard. DJ Mustard was basically the main producer off of his first album called My Crazy Life, and he's coming out with a new album called Still Crazy. But him and DJ Mustard squashed whatever beef they had, and they will be working on new stuff together. So I'm excited to see what they got. But Logic actually just got off a 44 city nationwide tour, U.S. Leg of his tour for his last album, and he just ended that. So him and G-Eazy, we just went on an arena tour as well. So yeah, that tour should be pretty big. It's coming to Charlotte. Hopefully, I get to go. I went to the J. Cole concert this past summer in Charlotte, so hopefully I get to go to this one. Drake's Views from the Six album. Drake's Views from the Six album is slated to release on April 29th, exclusively on Apple Music. It is going to be on Apple Music for 1 week before it hits everywhere else. So that's a part of his $19 million Apple Music deal that he has with Apple Music, and it will be released on that. I'm really excited about that. I feel as though, like he released like he has 3 singles out right now from it. Controller, I think they're all leaks though, but Controller with Pop Can, and he has One Dance with 2 other, I can't remember, WizKid and Kyla are 2 like reggae kind of Caribbean artists that he has on that. And then he has another song with Kanye West and Jay-Z called Pop Style. So Pop Style and One Dance are the official singles. I think Controller was just a leak. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Drake has in store for this album. I think it's going to be his biggest album of yet, taking of age with the whole, the Views from the Six slogan, and just piggybacking off of his last project. Just piggybacking off of his last project called If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. If you're reading this, it's too late. I actually think it should be better. Actually, I'm trying to get with this camera angle. There we go. That's better. But yeah, so YG, like back to the whole YG and Mustard thing. YG and Mustard had a beef for like the past year. YG just wasn't like messing with like DJ Mustard at all when it came to music or anything. Like they weren't talking, making any like he was going to Terrace Martin and like a whole bunch of other producers for his music. And now he's linking back up with DJ Mustard. I wrote an article on GeniusDaily.net. If you don't know, now you know. I wrote an article on GeniusDaily.net about both of those and why they need each other. More YG needs DJ Mustard than DJ Mustard needs YG. I feel like DJ Mustard can hold his own, and he's a producer, so he's not out there shouting for somebody to listen to him. He can get people to want to work with him off strength of all his singles. Fun fact, if you didn't know, DJ Mustard has like over 16 million in like single sales with his instrumentals on it. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. YG not so much. YG has a lot of couple platinum singles, but it's not as crazy as DJ Mustard's success. So I think YG needs DJ Mustard more than DJ Mustard needs YG. So I'm just glad for the both of them that they squashed whatever they were going through and they're getting back to making music. So back to, I want to start at another point too. DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled's success and rise to the top of Snapchat and rise to the top of just a social media age off of just simply Snapchatting and doing the same antics every single day has gotten him a lot of notoriety via, just business opportunities. He was on Ellen, just off of one interview. He had one interview on Hot 97, and that just immediately just took him off into like the stratosphere, and he's probably getting paid to get on Snapchat. He's getting that Apple Music. He has an Apple Music deal with Be The Best Radio. He has the venture with Ciroc Apple being like a spokesman for it. He has some other like water brand that he's a spokesman for as well. He's highlighted his chef's career and gave her boosts in her career, and people are booking her for events. And then he also has this We The Best Epic deal. So, so he's really capitalizing a lot off Snapchat, just doing the same stuff. I don't really watch DJ Khaled's Snapchats anymore. I usually just scroll through or just not watch it because it's usually just literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing every single day, and people get tired of that. And then to elaborate on Ray Shremmerd and Shrem Life, I'm gonna do this last topic before I go. Ray Shremmerd dropped the track list for Shrem Life 2 is their second album. They're coming off of like a highly successful tour. They went on tour with Lil Wayne. The tour for themselves. They did a lot of festivals this past year, and they just did Coachella again. So they're coming off a pretty busy year, and the question remains, will they be able to capitalize off of the success that they had off of the last album? They had at least maybe 6 or 7 songs off of that album were bangers. So, Look Alive was kind of like a slow burner in my opinion. I listened to it a couple times, and I didn't really like it. And then I started to listen to it more, and I started really messing with it, and I feel like it's a really good song, and it'll probably catch him. He'll probably do the same thing commercially as it did with me, probably be a slow burner, and then once the video comes out and everything, it'll probably pick up heat. But the big question for 2016 is, can Ray Shremmerd repeat the same success they had last year? They had 2 platinum singles, and probably a couple gold singles as well. But the big question is, can they really repeat the success they had last year? But this is all for me. Once again, my name is Drew Genius. I have a website, geniusdaily.net. It's a multicultural music website where I'm just writing original content on. Writing original content, my views on certain things, posting videos. I'll be posting this Periscope on it tomorrow. But yeah, this is basically just my first Periscope. I have no viewers. I had 1 viewer, shout out to her. But it's just getting my feet wet. Be sure to follow me on all my social media handles at OneDrewGenius. And this has been my broadcast.